Working. There we go. Hour 2. Here we are. We are in the studio with. Please introduce yourself, sir.
This is Michael Insuaste, Jam Magazine.
Jam Magazine.
Jam Magazine, people.
That's right.
He's legit.
Yeah.
And what do you do at Jam Magazine?
Well, today, not
Jams,
much.
motherfucker.
I wish. I started as a photographer back in '86. Today, I'm basically an owner and also the editor of Jam Magazine.
Oh,
So I push
Cool.
people around. They do what I say, if they're lucky.
it's good to be the king.
Yeah.
It is. I got a cup that says that. Yeah.
And you are. Let me just say. But you do gig whore.
Yeah, gig whore is something I started as kind of as a goof. Drummer Todd Pack,
Yeah,
from
Todd.
Creeper. He used to come on some of my posts, my political posts, and kind of briefly talk about my posts, and then strictly go into one of his gigs. And by the way, I'm playing at the Rail tonight. Or
I've
by the
seen
way,
him
I'm
do
playing.
that, yeah.
I'm playing at Trees tonight. So I would always call him, "Oh, you're just nothing but a gig whore, man. You're a gig whore." So the play on words and the factor of all these bands, I created that page, and it's also got a website and a fan page, and it's just a way to give back to the bands,
Community,
and
the
I think
locals.
everybody loves it. They, at first
They
it was
do.
questionable. Do you want to be a gig whore? Yeah,
Yeah.
you did. Yeah, you did.
Fuck yeah, you do. Gig whore.
They're asking me for shirts, so that's my next project is to get some shirts.
I know.
Yeah.
What? That should have been done.
It should have, but this is a very low budget type of operation, like zero.
Just give them the iron-ons, and you can just let them do their own shirts.
A virtual, Facebook page. That's
Gig
what they got
whore
now.
it yourself.
Yeah.
So Jam Magazine. Tell me about Jam Magazine, because I'm like, what? I see a lot of good photographers you have out there. They're always covering the shows and stuff, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's been a up and down type of a project. When it started in '79, September '79, out of Oklahoma, David Huff, the old editor owner, and Vernon Gowdy, who's still with me today, they started it, as something to do after college. They were covering some shows, a lot of sports stuff, and they decided to put this magazine out. And I think the Texas Jam '79 was the first show that they got a lot of coverage because there was a lot of bands there.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Vernon shot a famous picture of Sammy Hagar jumping in the air with his Trans Am shirt. Great shot. It's been used like 4 times by Sammy himself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's a nice payday for him. But anyway, it started in '79, and it was a print magazine out of Oklahoma. I think they moved it to Dallas in around '83. And, back then it was just one of those rags that you find, every month with some of the local reviews and national reviews, stuff like that. And I didn't join until '86. My first picture that was published was a picture I took in April of '86 of Ted Nugent, Little Miss Dangerous tour. He invited some girl what looked like right out of the audience.
Whoop, your mic. I think your cable went loose there. You might want to push it in a little bit.
I got to push it.
Yeah, there you go.
Am I good?
Yeah,
You don't want to flop out. You got to shove it right in there and make sure
I
it
don't want to
stays.
flop out.
Yeah.
Not on the air. Anyway, so this picture of Ted Nugent on stage with this girl. He took her clothes off. I got 2 shots off. Word got around that this happened.
Well, let's specify photos, right? She
It
took her
was
clothes off, and you got 2 photos.
2 photos off, yeah.
Not shots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back then it was film. It wasn't like today where you can just keep clicking until So back then you had to count your
Yeah.
photos. Anyway, so this shot was taken. It got out that this happened, and then somehow this editor David Huff contacted me through phone call, landline, and said, "Hey, I heard you shot this picture. You got a picture of that?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Can we use it?" I said, "Sure." So they used it in the review, and from then on, it's been one thing after another. I joined Jam Magazine and started shooting shows legitimately, which was something new for me because I was always shooting out of the audience. There's more thrill shooting out of the audience, watching out for band security, watching out for DNL security, the drunks. It was a lot more work.
I
But
don't
I got
know.
better pictures back then for some reason. I think I did. So
I don't know, because I'm always out with the peoples. And you're up in the front.
yeah. Now it's like I said, you get escorted in, escorted out. You get 3 songs. It's I don't know. Back then it was just a different world. When the lights went off, everybody rushed the stage.
Yeah.
You remember
Yeah.
those days. Those are great days. That's how a concert should be held. Not stay in your seat, sit down.
Whenever security was overran.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, back in the day, security was doing cocaine. With the fans in the audience.
But I hate that when I go to a show now, everyone's got their fucking camera up in the air, and then I can't see. I just want to get a water gun and just shoot all the phones that I see because, and when I do it, because I'm conscious of it now, right? Because I don't want to be one of these bitches up here and blocking everybody else. Who am I blocking, right? I'm 5'3". I'm not blocking anybody.
Yeah, even when you're reaching up, you're not blocking
I'm
anybody.
not
don't
blocking
worry.
anybody, but I always want to not block anyone's view because they always block my view with their cameras. So.
I think that's what happened in Las Vegas just recently, but
Somebody's view got blocked and he had enough.
yeah, he was
just
up
took
in
it out
like
on everybody.
The 13th floor and just started shooting because somebody's cell phone was in the way.
Not gonna touch that one.
Yeah, well, that's just part of the technology now. Now you can't, photos and the bands, they lost that battle. I mean, back in the
except
day.
for Tool, he's
I was
still
gonna
booting
say.
people out.
Right. You have Tool, who's trying to cause havoc, and even Jack White. I heard he wouldn't allow people to walk in with their cell phones. So either you come to the show or leave your cell phone, one or the other. It's kind of a good rule. I mean, we all kind of know that one annoying person, and I'm guilty of it too because I'm out there, doing it for my magazine, by the way. So I'm doing it for a reason. But everybody has the right to film and take pictures now, because it's in your hand. You can't escape it.
I
Technology.
think it's okay if you do like a little bit. It's because like same thing. I have friends of mine. I'll film like one song of theirs or something and throw it up on YouTube for them or something. But that's it. It's like I put it away after the one song. And so I think it's cool. You want to do a couple videos or if you want to take a photo. But then after that, you don't need to do the whole show
Right.
through a Facebook live feed where it's like
Right. Yeah, we know a few of those. Moose.
I was just thinking about that.
No, Moose is a good guy. He's really praised. I praised him, and I think he's doing a good thing for the scene.
He does.
And it's just
Supporter of the locals.
well, I think every band wants a little light shine on them. For whatever reason, because it's just as big as the scene is, a lot of people just get missed out.
They need that one special photo op,
That's right.
like what got you started.
You need to
and
take
what
some
got-
clothes off and get 2 shots off.
Yeah,
There
we
you
need
go.
some more naked chicks. Let me tell you.
That's where it all went
Because
downhill.
there's not enough metal chicks on stage.
Yeah, the metal scene, man.
What's that mean?
And that's
No,
what he's
no,
got
no.
to say about that.
Any stories you want to tell?
No, I think my mom might be watching. She's a wrecking ball talk, fan. No, not really.
have those?
I mean, I have memories, but I don't. They don't come to mind until somebody brings it up, and then
Yeah.
I go, "Oh yeah, I remember that night." And then I go into this, my memory. But right now, it's just a blank. I just,
So are you single?
very single.
Why?
It's like I'm
Why
so
are
single
you
right
very
now.
single?
I don't know.
Are you
girls
picky?
ask me that. Am I picky?
Are
Come
you
on,
picky?
guys. Am I
Are you
picky?
a picky bitch? What are you doing?
Oh,
What's
picky
going on
bitch.
over
Boy,
here?
this is going south quick.
Yeah. How low is the bar set?
Oh man,
How large is your porn collection?
Yeah, no more porn collection. The ex-wife got rid of that. Yeah, no. Why am I single? I don't know. I think I enjoy it. I think I'm a better boyfriend, a loose boyfriend than I am. Should I say?
So you're better friends with benefits?
Yes.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what you said it.
Yeah, I'm a great slut. And just was all I can tell you. Just-
Call him.
No, I don't know if I would consider myself a slut. That's a little bit too pretentious, I guess. I wish.
So you're a slut with modesty. is what
I
you're
wish.
saying.
I'm a slut with a little class. No.
Slut with a heart of gold.
A classy slut.
Classy slut, if there's such a thing.
Yeah, there you go.
He answers to no.
So what do you have against women with
Tattoos?
brunettes, redheads? Because aren't your two exes blondes?
Yes, they are blonde.
White
Well,
blondes?
bottle blondes.
What's going on with that?
But blondes, nevertheless.
It's Dallas. That's all there is.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never dated a Hispanic girl. I know. That's
Why? What's
weird.
up?
I don't know. I don't know what's up, but they just never did it for me. Not that they're not beautiful. I think they are beautiful. I just, in the circle that I've traveled, there's always been the blonde, the bleached blonde.
We were at Thanksgiving, and so my sister and my daughter and we have all mated with white guys.
Yes.
And so my sister, she likes redheads, white redheads, and I'm like, whoa, you went too far. You're like, I can say white, but white redheads, whoa.
That's where
That's
you draw
where
the
she
line.
draws the
Yeah.
That's where I draw the fucking line. No, but I said I can't date. I've never dated a Mexican because it feels like they're related to me.
Oh. Well, they say incest is best.
Yeah.
Gross.
If the
Are we in
family
the
don't want
country?
them, why do you want them?
So she goes out and finds some guy that lives way out in the country.
No, that's not what I did. But what I'm saying is that I can,
Bubba.
Yeah, get as far as I can out of here.
I've just never been able to, especially if you have a mustache. Hello, no, my dad. I just can't do it. It really does feel like, are we related? Because you never know, right? Mexicans, we know.
I don't know. I grew up in New York in an Irish Italian neighborhood, so there was always, we just gravitated to the white side of things. Not that there wasn't Hispanics there, but a lot
Puerto
of
Ricans?
a lot of Puerto Ricans. Never really met a Mexican until I came to Texas. That's kind of odd. And the only Mexican food I ever had was Jack in the Box tacos. That was it. I know. If you can call that
I
Mexican.
was going to say, that's a very loose sense of the term Mexican food there.
Well, this is 1974, through the 70s. We just didn't experience it. But
I wanted to ask you about your big, beautiful hair.
what about it? It's a wig. That's my joke, right?
Want to ask you
Natural,
where
then.
you bought it.
My gray will not come in that way.
Yeah.
You suck.
You just let it. Hair does what it does, man. You just can't.
I know, but
control
yours
it.
is cool. Like, mine does not look like that.
I can't help that. It's just, I don't see it as cool. I just see it as hair. It's just something that grows.
Okay, this man right here, whenever I seen him up at Freaker's Ball, and whenever we seen him at that other place, he has swag. Whenever he's walking around and you see him, you would swear he's the only one around.
Usually because I got a place to go and I don't want to talk to anybody. People calling my name, Mike. I'm like, yeah, that's not me.
Shower by himself. Yes, he has swag. Whenever he's walking, he has his own presence. He has his own stride. I was impressed.
Security? Did you have security?
Well, no, when your name is Mike, and which is a common name, and people say, hey, Mike, you can't assume that it's you. So I just keep going. I just keep moving, man.
Yeah.
But I
until they
said,
grab me and
Michael
say, hey.
Insuaste.
Yes.
Stop. And you just kept going. No, I'm just kidding. No, you didn't.
If you call me by my last name, you pronounce it correctly, yeah, you're definitely going to get oh, yeah? Where's that at? Because, not too many people get my last name right.
Yeah, she got a picture, too.
Yeah, it was
I
great.
remember that. Did you take that picture?
Yes.
Okay, very good, yeah. I had
And I
a
was
good time
like-
at Freaker's Ball.
Oh, my God. I was accosting him. Like, I was all... I know I was drunk, but I was like, Michael.
I was drunk, too. I was high on Greta Van Fleet. That's the band that I've been
I
supporting.
know.
Yeah,
Yes, you have.
I was only there to see them. And even though I went through the Eagles connection, even though I know the publicist and she wanted to hook me up, I said, no, let me just go through the Eagle because I kind of know them. Well, I stepped on people's toes all night long. I think that's the last Freakers Ball that I'm going to be able to cover because
Right. Yes, you had a story about that. What was it? Because you wanted to go in there and...
I wanted to film the band, and the band said, yeah, sure, we don't care. But, I signed some release saying you can't film in the barricade. I said, okay. So what I did is I got my little cell phone, I put my little fisheye, and I just set it in front of the singer and let it ride and took my pictures. And then, after their set, went in there and got it. Turns out the footage came out great. And then with other footage I found, on the internet or stuff that I filmed, I was able to put about 4 or 5 videos of them. And that was my main reason to push this band who wanted the press.
Yeah.
Not in this moment, who does nothing but... I don't know what the hell they were doing.
It's just a show.
Yeah, it was a show. Yeah, and
She's a performer.
okay, they're great and everything. They're fans. Who was the other band that was playing? Hailstorm.
Hailstorm.
Great singer. Yeah, I think
Love
they're great
her.
too. Mastodon. They fucking killed it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, that was a good... That was a
But
good
my reason was for the opening band.
Which brings me to another question. What are some of the perks that you get as far as being the...
Like a free fireball at the ball show.
Liquor.
Perks. We get to go to the shows. We've been going to shows for years. I do pay for tickets now and then, but rarely do I go. These days is a lot different. They're more particular because there's so many online magazines.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like, back in the day where there was Jam, Buddy, The Observer, stuff like that. Now it's like every Tom, Dick, and Harry who has a Facebook page thinks that they can get a photo pass. God bless them. I don't care. It's not, if I requested, the publicist says, hey, we want Jam there, they want Jam there. But, like I said, going to the shows, getting to interview the bands. Backstage, now it's a different world. I used to go backstage all the time and get, to meet the bands, get them to sign my records so I can sell them on, or eBay or wherever the hell I was selling them. Yeah, because I couldn't care less about, the fucking record. It's just a dollar sign for me, I'll be honest.
Pay them bills.
Yeah, but now you have to pay to meet the bands. They don't want to meet you unless you're forking over something for them.
Yeah.
And, okay, that's just the way it is. You can't change that. So that perk is gone. There are a lot of chicks involved for a single guy. Okay, that's kind of perky. If you
He's
if I
ran
can
into
say
a
that.
couple of
Some of them are perky.
Yeah, some of them are. But
So
at my
liquor and girls is the main reason you're doing it. That's what it comes down to.
sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That
Yeah.
tagline. I don't know who tagged it, but it's very true.
Well, there you go.
It's
See?
very true.
He's living the dream.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
But
do you
I'm
want-
57. Well, I'm 56, fixing to be 57. So the dream is coming to I'm not over the hill, but I
Living
can
the
see
dream, but
top of
about
it.
to wake up.
Still looks great. Man, might have never guessed. You look great.
Don't ever fucking say that again. Oh my
How old are you,
gosh.
Dirty D. Commercial break.
Yeah. And here's some music now.
I'm not going to answer that at all.
The Three Stooges.
Oh, speaking of which, you said you wanted me to play a little bit of music for?
Yeah, so local
Music
bands,
people.
we all have favorites. You do the gig whore, where everybody can go on there. Bands can go on there and post when they're going to be
Right.
playing and so forth, which is really cool. That's a good avenue. There's lots of places. There's a lot of good avenues for local bands around here. I mean, it is a big area, the Metroplex, so there's shows going on all the
I know.
time.
And it's really great that sometimes it gets hard to decide where to go.
It's
because
always, always.
You only have that time limit to go see a band.
And it's more spread out than it used to be too. Used to is a little more. It was a lot. There was pockets of places that had
Right.
a lot of play. Now it's just like one or two venues here, one or two venues there, and so it's a lot harder to just. So I remember back when Deep Ellum, you could get that wristband and like hop through all the different clubs, Trees, Curtain, The Rock, all that stuff.
Right.
And now there's not enough to even make that worthwhile.
Yeah, it's a different scene. The scenes change. I was
Yeah.
there when Deep Ellum was at his hype, and then when it was at his lowest, and now it's kind of coming back again. So that's great. That's great for the people who own clubs down there, because it's not cheap. That's probably
Yeah.
I mean, as scungy as it is, it's very expensive to have a place down there.
This is true.
It is. So we're going to play some local music right
Yeah,
here.
I've got queued up here one of the videos that was from the coverage of Vulgar Fest. It's Wake the Fear. They're actually going to be playing in January with us, with my band Coilback. So, figure.
Wake the Fear.
Yes, Wake the Fear.
Wake it.
So they
I
will
have
be.
awoken with fear before, but I don't believe I've ever waked the fear.
It's a little less violent than our last guest, but this one's called Suffocate. So I don't know if he's actually trying to kill them so much as just. It might be a fetish song. I don't know. I didn't really talk to him.
Fetish song.
So this is
Yes.
Suffocate by Wake the Fear. We'll be back. All right, we are back, and that was Wake the Fear with Suffocate, and we will be playing with them, Coilback, that is, we'll be playing with them January 19th? I don't remember now.
Really?
January 19th, yes, definitely. If it's different, then check our Facebook page, and I'll see if y'all are actually, it's a test, I'll see if y'all are paying attention. But we're playing with Wake the Fear and a couple other people that I can't remember right now. Vivid and Vulgar is one of them, too, so sorry, Aaron.
Awake the Fear. Are they from Dallas?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, we do all locals from the Dallas-Fort Worth
I
area.
know, see? I'm learning something every...
That's right.
Got to give respect for the area.
It's what we're here for, is to expose people or let people expose themselves, depending on how the show goes.
You ever heard of Sweet Chaos?
No, I have not.
3 teenage girls.
Really? I like him already.
Oh, God.
No.
This is already going a
None of
bad
them are blonde.
place.
No blondes?
No, really, no. They were really good. They are really,
There's
really
a blonde,
good.
but she's not quite at the age of consent.
Sweet
So
Yes.
they're not young. How young are they?
At the time,
The oldest was 17 at the
14,
time, yeah.
17. So
And they're a
yeah.
metal band?
Metal rock.
You know what?
Like
It
hard
sounds.
rock.
It sounds a lot like Joan Jett type.
Right.
She doesn't sound like Joan
Runaways,
Jett. She's got like
sorta.
this great voice, Sydney, the singer, but the drummer, little girl, cues can be
Right.
But when they get on stage, I mean, they're badasses, and
Yeah, I love to hear that, man. That's just...
Sweet Chaos. In
yeah.
fact, they're on Spotify.
Very good.
They're great.
And where are they from? Fort Worth?
They're from what was it?
Dallas area.
They're on the Dallas
they're kind
area.
of like a spread out all over.
There's a lot of talent here. I mean, when it comes to talent, Dallas, Fort Worth doesn't lack, whether it's metal, straight up rock, even tributes. I mean, we got some great tribute bands,
You know
too.
the School of Rock?
Yep.
Okay,
Which one?
so Sydney was in it.
There's several.
They always have like the different people in
Mm-hmm.
it, but in this last one, Sydney did. She toured around with them.
Very
And so,
good. You
see-
no, they kick ass. She's got this deep kind of older voice, and so they're really good. In fact, they're going to be here with Pushed at the Curtain Club on
Yeah.
the 8th or the 9th.
Oh,
Yeah.
of December.
Uh-huh.
Very good. Might have to catch that one.
Yeah, no, it's they're
That's
good.
going to be a good
You-
show
you
in general.
catch 'em in their
It's got
heyday.
the ex-lead singer of Vixen is going to be headlining, too.
Oh, okay. Yes. I'll be at that show.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I forget who's on the bill, but yeah.
Yeah, they're on it. Her and then Pushed is a friend of the show, Joe Beth, the singer from that one, too.
Yeah, I love
so.
Joe Beth. I love Joe.
You
Joe
can-
Beth, I love you.
Hello, Joe.
You catch them during their heydays, but we catch them before then.
Yeah. What do you even call that? Before they even have hay?
We've got bargaining chips once they hit it big.
Before they even have hay.
I tell you.
Just their days.
No, it's good to be connected to a band that early on. And here's a story for me. Pantera, 1985. I'm not sure exactly where they were. I know Phil wasn't in the band, but I remember they were at
Back in their
Hastings Records.
Power metal days.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
My friend Craig was like, he was running this shop in Mesquite at Town East, and he goes, "Hey man, I'm gonna have the band Pantera. You come out and check them out." I said, "Who?" Pantera, man, the next big thing. And I'm going, "Okay, yeah, whatever." I remember I was there, and I'm like, I didn't even approach them because
Yeah.
they just look funny with all their outfits, and it's like, no, man.
Oh yeah, if you look at their old power metal album, they're doing the '80s hair metal thing.
Oh, yeah.
It was great. Oh, your mic cable slipped again.
Is that better?
Yeah, you keep flopping out. I'm telling you, you got to keep it rammed in there good.
It's not his fault.
I've seen so many bands that I thought will never go.
Tell you what, switch over to that mic.
This one?
Yeah, just pull that one over closer to you, because this
How's
one's
that?
wonky. Yeah,
Hello.
there we go. There's the sweet, sexy.
But
sounds.
yeah, I'm kind of embarrassed to say when I saw Metallica for the first time in '84, I said, "Yeah, that band ain't going anywhere." You know,
they've got no future.
it's But back then I was a photographer. I wasn't a writer. I really, I knew what I liked. Zeppelin, Sabbath. The old school guys. So when I saw certain, different things, I'm going, yeah, that's not my thing, and they're probably not going to go anywhere because I do see a lot of bands that have come and gone.
Yeah.
But Metallica, Pantera. I'll say it, they proved me wrong.
Yeah, they I'd say they had some minor success.
they had
in the
some
field.
success.
Yeah, there's a few people that know who they are now.
And not anything to do with Jam Magazine, but actually, no, we pushed Jam pushed Metallica from the beginning. Yeah.
So I mean, either way, you could still respect it even if you don't like them that
Oh,
much.
definitely,
So, yeah.
definitely. Yeah, today, especially as an editor, you have to have an open mind.
Yeah.
With all the bands and all the music. If it's talent, it's talent. I was having a conversation on Facebook with somebody recently, and they were saying, "Well, the tribute bands are really fucking things over," and I'm going, you know what? It's like if they weren't any good, people weren't. would not go to see them. You know, if your local band was that good, people would come to see it. The music speaks for itself, you know, and if you're good, you're good. It doesn't matter what's trendy or what's not. You have to be good. That's the bottom line.
If it's a tribute band, they're following you.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I call them, it's funny, I got my next page, wig whores. for the tribute bands that, you know.
They really
Don't call it wiggers.
Oh yeah, that you probably should avoid
do it.
that one.
Do it.
No, I give them some hell. Some of the tribute bands because you know you have to laugh at yourself. You're up there playing somebody else's music, wearing a wig, and trying to be something else. I mean, come on, you can't be that serious. You know,
One of my personal favorites is everybody knows is 383.
Oh, I love that band.
Gee,
I really
never
do.
hear you mention them at all.
Yeah, no, they're one of my favorites too. Matt's always invited me to the show. Come on out, man. Come on out.
Yeah. They are.
No, they are. Those
That's
guys
why
have
I'm like,
something.
every chance I get, picture. Picture. Yeah.
No, sometimes you see a band and they just stick out,
Yep.
you know, and you go, wow,
They
that
do.
band's got something, especially when they're young. And that brings me back to Greta Van Fleet. When I first heard them in April, I said, yeah, they sound good. They sound good. And then I saw a picture of them and I said, oh my God, they're like 15.
Yeah.
They weren't. They're like 18. But still, that to me adds to the punch and to the, you know, me
He's
liking
got
them
some
because they
vocals.
Yeah, yeah. 383
He really does.
is definitely a band to watch. Go see. I'm always, you know, pushing them and telling people to catch them.
Actually, we need you to say that they will never go anywhere, so they will be big.
Yeah, condemn them so that way they get.
383,
Yes.
they're done, man.
Yeah, please, we
Like,
need you to say this.
Metallica.
No future.
Yeah, not happening.
Jinx on them. Put the old jam jinx on them. They're not going anywhere.
And then tomorrow, boom.
I've changed my
Yeah.
ways.
Guess who just got signed?
But, you know, I also, in that same conversation, I told some of these bands, you know, if you're like 40, pushing 50, and you haven't made it by now, I think you're done. Pretty much. I mean, good luck.
Is that when the tribute
Have
comes
fun.
in?
Yeah, that's when the
Yeah,
tribute
time
comes
for the
in.
tribute
and
bands.
Go out and make money.
It's a
Who am I to
hobby
say?
at
I'm
this
not a
point.
musician. It's like, I'm not going to bust your bubble. If you want to play music, original music for the rest of your life, do it. You know, it's
I would
like,
say Intermit's been doing it for a while.
right. I mean, you know, there's bands like the band that just left here. God bless them, man. They need you like. And I heard in the interview, you got to follow, you know, your heart, man.
Yeah.
If it's not
If
real,
it makes you happy, do it. If
Do
it
it.
doesn't, then don't.
And
Simple
they can
as
still
that.
go to Europe and have that type of experience.
Yeah.
And it's great because
And how
They
long
can
has
have
Coilback been together?
Coilback's been together 17 years.
Oh, okay.
That's right. So I'm as old as hell too.
Oh.
how old are you?
I'm not going to say on the show.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
We're all in denial over here.
Basically, if we have to say, I don't want to tell you, it means we're old. Older than
It
we
means
wanna
I would
be.
have to get naked to count to 21. So
hey, I want
Yeah,
to talk
we're
about some of my claim to fame. I was on a Motley Crue video, "Home Sweet Home."
Oh, that was filmed over
You
at
were?
Reunion Arena.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah.
I was there. There's a part, you know, when Nikki Sixx starts doing this in slow motion.
Were you the girl that flashed him?
No, I was next to her taking a picture. Her boyfriend was behind her. She has her hand in the air. Her boyfriend was behind her, slowly lifting her.
Yeah, I remember the scene.
And I'm next to her, ready to take a picture. Everything in slow motion. And on the uncensored video, you could see it more of me because it's
Yeah,
like 20 seconds,
yeah.
you know. In the regular version, it's really
So
quick.
you're the perv.
I know. Were you looking pervy?
You know, I gotta go back and look at that. You know,
Yeah, a little bit of
I
drool
my
at the
white
corner of his
shirt- my white
mouth
shirt
and
wasn't
stuff.
in yet.
Oh, we're going to go back
Impervious.
and look at it.
Yeah, I miss Reunion Arena. I've seen some good
Yeah.
shows there.
There were some great shows there, man. It was so easy to get backstage too. Oh,
I don't know. I never blew enough people to
All
get that
easy.
far.
All my great shows were in Reunion Arena. And I was supposed to go see Judas Priest. And so my mom's like, yeah, you can go. Because I was a teenager, so I had to ask my mom. And she lied the day of the show. I was like, okay, I'm ready. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you said that I could go to Judas Priest. And she was like, no. And they filmed it. They filmed it.
That's another claim. to
That's
fame. I
the
was there,
Judas Priest
and
that
I'm
they
in-
filmed.
I'm in that video. Parental
So thank you,
Guidance,
Mom.
Many times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm in that one. Yeah, so.
You're professional
You missed
video
it.
extras, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. You missed it.
Every time you see a girl flashing or something, you'll see his hair right there, just kind of
Going like
hovering
this.
around. Yeah,
Could this be called a gig whore?
Oh man.
he's an audience whore.
No, but it was fun. I've lost track how many shows I've been to. all the venues I've been to. I've covered a lot of shows. It's been.
But you got all your pictures, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's
they're-
pretty cool.
Yeah, they're in
lots
there.
of girls flashing.
Yeah, I've got a lot of titty shots. I mean, I'll admit it, But a lot of times I don't ask for it. They're like going, hey, take my picture. And I like, okay, click.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Boobs, darn, I'll immediately snap
I'm not a
one.
boob guy. I'm an ass guy. Okay.
And then he asked him to leave the room.
Show me your ass. Now you're going, now we're talking.
Right? There's not enough ass shots.
There's not enough ass.
No.
It takes more.
Tits, but nobody ever bends over and just lifts it up.
Hey, it takes a lot of work to pull your pants down. Let me tell
Yeah,
you.
that's
Well,
true.
that's because somebody's got to lift you up to where everybody else can see it.
Yeah, it's logistics. Too many logistics of trying to get a good ass shot these days.
So, Michael, we all know that you are a liberal, right?
Someone's been lying to you.
You have some of my favorite postings on Facebook.
I knew you were going to get into this.
Of course.
I don't have
Hello.
anything against people who are liberal. I mean, I don't, because I think people should speak their mind.
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem with politicians who are liberal and liberal policies. That's where my frustration. And the only reason I say this is because I pay attention, I pay taxes, and I pay attention. A lot of people
I'm
don't.
too broke for
You
either one of those.
read. You read?
I read. I know. I don't
Read,
just watch
people.
the news. I kind
Read.
of listen to what they're saying. But.
Yeah.
He works at a magazine. No, he doesn't read.
Well, a lot of people
Well, he's a
assume
photographer,
because
though.
you're
It's all in
the music-
pictures.
They assume because you're in the music business, you're automatically like them. You're liberal. How could you not? And it's like, okay, well, I don't agree with you. And
I'd say Ted Nugent would probably argue that fact.
yeah,
I lost a few friends and some family during the election.
yeah.
They were shot.
Yeah.
$1,000.
Yeah.
You want a
may they
thousand?
I
rest in
was so
peace.
sure he was going to win. I bet $1,000. And I
Wow.
won. I know. And the person that was betting, he wanted to bet more because he was so sure he was going to win. And I'm going. He was a friend of mine. I didn't want to take his money, and that was the truth. I said, "Look, you're a friend. If we go up any higher, I'm going to feel bad when I take it."
Would
I don't
that
wanna
be
lose
Bill
your friendship.
Clinton?
Huh?
Would that be Bill Clinton?
No,
You
it
bet it
wasn't
again?
I don't think I have low life friends like that.
Did you get the money?
Shots fired. there.
Yes, I did. It was a sweet payday, and the next bet's on the next election, which I'm going to bet again. So
Gonna have to see what the competition is on that one.
Yeah, well.
So I didn't like either one on this one.
Yeah, it's tough, but I think everybody should pay attention to politics. It affects everyone, and I think everybody should at least, like I said, go out there and vote. If not, quit, don't bitch.
Well, I was kind of one of those people that, I
those
do.
people.
I read. I pay attention. I use my common sense, and I think, okay, well, I'm really tired of what's happening here, and then Trump came into the picture, and then you're like, is he really or is he not? You know what I mean? But then, you start paying attention to what he's saying, and I'm like, okay. But you know what really got me, and this is probably what did it for a lot of people, is you have those people that were for Hillary or Bernie or whatever, but they're bashing you for not liking them.
Right.
And that was my whole thing. Look, at least acknowledge what the bitch did. Acknowledge
Right.
the shit that she has done. Acknowledge the foundation. Acknowledge all this crooked shit. But they wouldn't acknowledge it. They wanted to make me feel like, no, I'm stupid.
You're stupid because.
So
you
I'm like,
voted.
no, fuck you. You're fucking stupid because you won't even acknowledge. That's all you have to do. I'm an easygoing person, but if you're not going to acknowledge this whole shit that's going on, but then you want to bash this guy, you know what I mean?
But that's
Then-
liberalism.
Yeah, it's not fair. We're not playing on a fair playing field.
Yeah,
And guess
both
what?
sides.
As soon as
don't
you start
wanna
winning, you're a
acknowledge things.
racist.
That's the biggest problem. I see it on both sides because I'm not. I don't lean either direction. I'm straight down. That's best person for the job is how I always look at it. And the way I always look is, and the one that you always hear is the what about argument. Is so if they're bashing your guy, you start bashing them. They go, oh, what about this? And they deflect immediately to something else that your guy did and not their person. And not actually answering the thing that you said, well, okay, this is going on. Well, yeah, well, what about this? Well, that doesn't make this one right.
This is what I
liberal.
tell people now is that the more, and right now, he's been president over a year, and they're still trying to take him down with all this. A lot of it's fake. A lot of it's, okay, some of it's legit. I mean, he says some stupid stuff. I don't care, to be honest. I don't care what he says, as long as he gets things done. But all the bashing on the late night and the news and everything they're going for, that's just helping him because people are seeing. If anybody put some common sense and a little thought to it, they could see what's going on. Unless you're just plain stupid, and then you know what? I feel sorry for you. You don't need to be voting. because a lot of people just voting for whatever. Oh, she's a woman. We need a woman president. No, we don't. We need he said, we need the right person.
Best person for the
We
job.
need
It
the
doesn't
best
matter
person for the job.
color, sex, whatever. Whoever's going to do the job right is what I'm concerned with.
He shook everything up. Everybody
did.
was scared about him coming in there because everything has been so mainstream and normal, and it's just been running the same fucking direction. And now
Yeah.
he's going to come in there, and everybody's starting to get scared. Well, that
Well,
tells me something right there. In
Well,
itself.
Things are
look
definitely
look
not normal. I will
look at all the
definitely
guys,
say that
it's the
these
same
days.
politicians. They've been doing the same thing year after year, decade after decade, and it's the same shit. And then we finally get somebody that's going to come in there with different ideas, different thoughts, who's not a career driven. He don't care about the next election. He doesn't care about the money. He's got plenty of money. I don't understand why he's doing it, to be honest, man. If I was him, I wouldn't do it. I'd have my
that's
wife and kids
that's
and
a
go.
lot of abuse to take.
That's a lot of abuse. But he's a New Yorker and he can take it.
Hey, he's wanting to make America great again.
I threw that in.
God bless him.
New Yorkers, those Yankees.
Well, I was raised there, but I don't really claim it. Actually, I'd go back to visit, but I wouldn't live in that shithole. Fuck that. Fuck New York.
What part of New York were you living in?
Corona, Queens. Do you know Darren? I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name. Darren Capertna from Back in Black, the singer.
That sounds familiar, but I don't know if I know him personally.
From Back in Black, the AC/DC tribute. Mm-hmm. He's from my hometown. We literally lived like 5 blocks away.
Oh, wow.
And we didn't know this until just a few months ago when we just happened to be talking about where we grew up. Oh, I'm from Queens. Oh, I'm from Queens. I'm from Corona. I'm from Corona. We went to the same freaking elementary school.
Oh, wow.
I mean, now we're here. And I've known him for like 15 years and Back in Black, but I've never talked to him until
wow.
just a few months ago. And then, this came out. So it's kind of a small world,
Yeah, that's
when you
pretty
think about
interesting.
it.
So let me ask you, as far as some of the new local bands out here, is there anybody you'd like to plug?
Man, well, we talked about 383. I really like them, and I'm going to be speaking from the heart here. I'm not going to just say it because they're my friends, because I know a lot of them.
A lot of my friends that suck.
Yeah, I can't say they suck, but there's I like Legacy, but they're a little bit progressive for me, and I'm not really a progressive guy, but they're talented guys. I think they got some good songwriting. I'm still a fan of Joey C. Jones because I'm a Shock 2 guy and Sweet Savage guy from way back, so I like Joey C. Jones.
Okay.
As far as rock and roll, as far as metal, man, I'm telling you, I can't say because I'm not really into that. A lot of people always go, man, come to my metal show, come to my metal show. And
Yeah, you got to listen to a band called Coilback. Just saying.
Híjole.
Oh boy, somebody's gig whoring over here.
That's
putting that
right.
in.
That's our gig whore.
That's right.
We all got a gig horror in our lives.
It's all about marketing.
I like Creeper. Even though I have not seen them, I like them. I've seen a lot of their stuff.
Brian Lunos, Dopamine.
Right.
He's got a new band, Dopamine, and we had them in here.
Right.
And they're not metal, which he was like, "We're not metal," because I was like, "You want to come in?" He was like, "Yeah." And so he goes, "But we're not metal," and I'm like, "That's okay."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, their singer. He and the whole band. I mean, they have some really good stuff. It's not metal; it's rock.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
like a hard rock.
And I mean, it's really good. Dopamine. You should check them out.
I have heard of them.
Mm-hmm.
I have not checked them out. I can't say anything. But the other day I went to see the Reverend Horton Heat and American Fuse, which are some of the guys that I worked with. So I'm very. When it comes to music, I like a little bit of everything. I mean, I could go see a hardcore metal show and maybe even enjoy it if it's something that's I feel like, wow, these guys got talent, because I could spot talent when I hear it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I could also spot bullshit when I hear it.
Like
too.
Metallica and Pantera.
Well, that
Yeah.
was back in '83, man.
I can spot
Come on,
talent.
I was there
I
for
mean-
the chicks. I wasn't there for the music.
He has gotten, he's progressed.
See, I should have said that. Now I'm never gonna do
Right?
that.
Yeah, you've
People
just
are gonna come
lost
up to
all.
You hate Metallica.
You've
You
lost
lost
all your respect now.
Your credentials.
No, but I saw Pantera back in the day in the early at Joe's Garage, and it was cool, man. They were just powerful. They were just such a powerful band, But it just wasn't for me.
But see, there's some bands that are like that, because I knew the Drowning Pool guys before they got signed. I was friends with them and stuff, and they sounded way different before they got signed.
Right.
And you would have never pegged them to be the next big thing out of
right,
Dallas.
exactly. I did too.
And
yeah.
so and then when they get signed, they get a good producer in there and helped them out. It's like, oh, okay, now they sound like they probably should have sounded. But
Exactly,
yeah,
yeah.
raw, uncut Drowning Pool.
Dave Williams was a friend of mine. He was one of those guys that I've known through.
And see, Dave's what, in my opinion, and no disrespect to the other guys, but he was what made the band to me, because I auditioned for him initially because I had another band going and we weren't doing anything, and I knew Stevie, the bass player, and this is back when they were at Universal Rehearsal down off of Greenville and stuff, and this was right before Dave came in, and when Dave got in there, the band went up another level.
Really?
Yeah, like the guy they had before somewhere. I still have the demo tape with the old. It was very closer to death metal type sort of thing before they brought Dave in, and it was like Dave made them a band that you wanted to listen to, where they kind of just sound like everybody else at the time before.
Was that a Pantera plug? A new level?
Yeah, that's totally why I said that. It made you want to walk to there and feel fucking hostile about their mouth for war in music.
Boy, he's been working on that one for a while.
So I used to be with a New Yorker, and so we did this whole thing about who's better because New Yorkers love their
Conflict.
They're
They-
obnoxious. Let's get it straight.
They're
New
like
Yorkers are
Texans,
obnoxious.
but they're New Yorkers, and we're Texans. And he loved Texas. And he ended up moving to Texas.
Yeah.
Loved Texas.
Just to argue with her.
But I was like, you know what? Fuck you. Like, we have tons of talent in the Texas area. And so
Yes.
we did this whole thing, and I started pulling it up. I mean, left and right. We had so much talent coming out of here. And I was like, yeah. And we won, just so you know.
Yeah, well, Texas has a lot to be proud of. Stevie Ray, Johnny Winter, Janis Joplin. I mean, the list.
I kind of want to hug you
Toadies.
right now. I really do.
Pantera. No, music is great. I mean, and like I said, I think everybody should enjoy music for what it is. I mean, a lot of times it's just a moment, man. A lot of bands are flash in the pan. Dig it.
They're flashing
There's
their
two
pants.
things that can bring cultures together. That's food and music.
Yes. It's always going to change. I always say, as long as there's youth, there'll always be rock and roll.
Amen.
And Mexican food.
Yeah,
Hey,
Mexican food.
let's play,
Tacos.
let's
And Jack
play
in the
some
Box tacos.
Sweet Chaos.
Sweet Chaos. Let me see
Sweet
if I.
Chaos.
I'm gonna have to pull up some. You kind of pulled me that one out of the blue there because I
I'm
don't have any with me. So
That's that chick band, right? Sweet
Yeah,
Chaos?
the one that I was telling you
I know,
about.
I like the name because it
talk
kinda-
amongst yourself while I pull it
It
up
is
here.
great.
two different things. It's like Sweet Chaos. It's like, which
It
one
is.
it?
I wear that shirt.
Kind of like the anti-quiet riot.
It's almost like, a girl.
So it'd be like a loud,
meeting
peaceful
her
protest.
period for the first time. It's like
Really?
sweet, and then yeah, that's what it reminded
Wow,
me.
we went with periods.
Well, us guys will never know.
Somebody keeps whacking the desk. I keep getting this springy sound sort of in the mics here. I wonder why. It's almost like they don't realize they're on a radio show.
That would be the redneck.
Yeah, you get chastised by the producer for that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm working on it here. It's
So wait, okay, so Deity of Destruction. You like them, right?
Yes, I do like them. Yeah.
Love Deity of Destruction. They fucking kick ass.
Yeah, I haven't seen them in a while. It's been about a little bit over a year.
I know they should be doing more shows.
Yeah, I like the I can't the
Milo?
Milo, the guitar player. I've always liked him. I
Yeah.
remember when his dad introduced me to him. He said, "Man, this guy's great. He's great." I said, "Well, who is he?" "Well, he's my son." I said, "Oh, okay, well, that's why."
No, but he really does kick
Yeah,
ass,
then
right?
I saw him. I said,
He's
wow,
really
he is
good. No, the
great.
whole
Yeah.
band is great. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I love that
Milo
band.
he joined the Cool. I don't know if it's permanent, but he was playing with the Cool
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago.
hey, I got a
the trees.
music. I got a music video for
Yeah.
Sweet Chaos. Look at this.
Oh, really?
This is kind of
Sweet
cool.
Chaos.
All right, well, we're gonna play that.
Deity of
then.
Destruction. That's another one of my favorites, locals in the area. So.
Yeah, I think
All
they have
right,
potential.
so
Yeah.
we're gonna play some Sweet Chaos so everybody can hear it and actually see this music video. When did it come out? It came in February. I wonder why they didn't mention it to us whenever we talked with them. Well, this is a music video by Sweet Chaos called Irrelevant. So we'll see how this goes because I have yet to see it too.
It doesn't matter. It's just completely irrelevant.
Once imminent, and now you're so irrelevant. You're so
accepting any friends requests.
And that
Unless they're
was
cute chicks.
Irrelevant by
got rules.
Sweet Chaos. And
we on?
yeah, I said we're coming in. But
Oh, I'm sorry, but Michael was saying that he's not accepting any new friends unless you're a hot chick with the cute ass.
Oh,
Well, there goes
I
my
didn't say the
request.
ass, but yeah, I'll take that too.
He's like,
Well,
wait.
he likes ass.
Yes, please send the ass photo first.
And we did get
Now, hey, that's a rule I can live by.
There you go.
we did get some notice from Mark from Deity of Destruction that they do have an album coming soon. So there'll be a new Deity of Destruction album coming.
Yeah, no, good. I'm glad.
Well, there you go. You heard it first on Wrecking Ball Talk with Dirty
That's
D.
right.
Which
get the
was
scoop.
recorded over at Session Works Studios, which is where 383's new album is coming from.
That's right.
Session Works.
Session
What?
Works. A lot of good albums have been coming out of there lately.
Yeah.
So Nitrate finished up their album there. Forget Conformity's working in there right now. So yeah,
That
a lot
was
of
a
my
good
friends'
concert,
bands are
Nitrate.
working in there.
Yeah, a lot of music coming out. Ready for the spring.
That's right.
Yeah, the spring. So does that mean that everyone's going to take
I always like recording in the winter because gigs usually are hard to pack in the winter. Everybody's dealing with holidays. So I'm like,
Right.
we go to the studio in the winter, stay out of the elements, go record our stuff, and then come back out with new music and playing and stuff.
So,
They go into hibernation.
Yeah.
Michael, I needed to ask you. So, what do you think about immigration?
What about it? I love it. Legal immigration is the way to go.
Why do you think people have such a problem with that?
I don't know. I think this country, it's got to be political. There's got to be reasons why it's so hard, for some people, and then they let some people just come in and don't do anything. I mean, to me, if I break the law, I'm going to get a fine. I'm going to go to jail.
Thank you.
So I'm for legal immigration. I'm an immigrant. I came here from South America legally. I came here the day after they shot J.F. Kennedy, which I just celebrated 54 years of being in this country. But legal immigration is something that needs to be fixed.
I just don't understand what the problem is.
The problem
Why
is
people-
we got government that they're just power hungry. They use it as a political tool. Where everybody's a pawn to them. What can they get out of it? It's just our system is broken because we have people that shouldn't be in government, people that are in there for literally 20, 30, 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck is that possible? Get these old people out of there. Let's get some fresh new ideas and get some people who are there to do what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to go there and make some laws and move on.
I think there's such a problem with the immigration topic because people don't really understand exactly what the immigration topic is about. And in fact, I had my little grandson. He was all in the beginning when the whole Trump started running and everything, and the whole wall came out and everything. And I just sat him down, and I was like, "Do you even understand what that is? I mean, why are you worried about Trump? Like, I don't understand." And so he kind of told me what he had heard because he only listens. He only heard what was being on the TV, and I said, "It's always been like that to me." And that's just my mentality. I'm a Libra, and to me, everything has to be 50-50. You know what I mean? You can't have this having more and not tell me what the other side is like. I have to hear both sides. I'm just always going to want to hear both sides. That's all it is, right? And so when I think about going to another country, I know that they have laws, and I'm going to have to follow those rules to get into their country or to even become a citizen or to even enjoy any of the benefits that they have. So I don't understand why it's a big fucking deal to say that to people that want to be in America. Right. Follow the fucking rules. You have to be able to do whatever it takes. Because I've had friends who have gone through the system and are now citizens. So to me, that's what I knew. You follow the rules, you pay this, you get into become a citizen. So I don't understand why it's such a big deal and why it's a bad thing. Why is it a bad thing? Oh, because you want immigration laws. It's like, no, just follow the current laws that we have. Why is that wrong? I don't understand why that's wrong.
I think one party tries to play, people's emotions to what the law should be. I mean, bottom line, we should all follow the law. Who doesn't want to follow the law?
Another country is not going to let you get away with that shit.
You can't get
but
away
they
with what
want
they get away
Americans
with.
want us to let anybody just
right because
roll
when
right
it all
through.
Comes down to it, it's about voting and power. They want the votes and they want to keep their power. They couldn't care less about who's poor or who's not getting this or who's not getting that. That to me is a smokescreen with these politicians. I think it's all about power, and the Democrats are losing it. They're losing power because the people starting to wake up to the fake media, to a lot of the things that America. I mean, you can't be pro-American. If you are, you can be considered a racist or a hater.
Yes.
That's
Oh my God.
Go overseas and steal a pair of sunglasses and see what happens.
yeah. No, it's you know what? It's good to be an American today, and it's even better to be a Texan.
And you can't call yourself a patriot because then that's right. You're a racist. And I think it's so funny because I'm a Mexican woman.
No, are you?
I'm a Mexican woman,
Well, that
and
answers so many
I
questions.
fucking believe
Explains
in
it.
the wall. I believe in,
I think that was Pink
things-
Floyd's best album, personally.
I love Pink Floyd. I don't like Pink Floyd, so there you go. But you know what I mean? It's like I'm not the stereotype, and you want me to fit that. You want me to be something that I'm not.
Everybody wants to
But
conform you into something
Yes.
they are, and you can't have an opinion, and that's not American to me. You have to have an opinion. That's why I'll have a conversation with a liberal. As long as it stays intelligent. once they call me a Nazi, I know I
Yeah,
won.
which doesn't last long. I was about to say that conversation doesn't go on too long, does it?
are you a Nazi?
Yeah, well.
You look like
Well,
one.
it's funny.
You did
My
not
last
see
name
that
they used
coming.
to call me Swastika because they couldn't pronounce it.
In swastika.
Swastika.
It's Michael in swastika.
Swastika. I like it. I'll take it. I've been called all kinds of names with my. I was the kid. When you go to the first day of school and you're in class and the teacher's going, Mike.
Swastika.
Right here.
You know who you are.
Swastika.
He'd stand up and do like this.
I don't know
Now,
about that.
now here's an interesting thing. Do you say you have heard of Deity of Destruction, or you haven't?
Yes,
heard?
no, I have.
Because about to say they've actually posted a Jam magazine interview they did.
Yes, I
at
did
the
an
Rail
interview
Club
with
a while
them
back. So,
about
yeah.
two years ago when they were just in diapers. No, just kidding.
Diaper of Destruction.
Diapers of destruction. That's a band ready to have in there.
Yeah, I don't
They
know
are the
what's
younger,
gonna happen to
and
it.
that's what I've seen. Right, when you're really young and you've got such good talent, which they do,
right.
Oh, yeah,
then
definitely.
the only way to go is up.
Once again, when Greta Van Fleet came out in April, the publicist sent me this, and I heard it. I said, yeah, it's great. And then I didn't, like I said, I paid attention. I saw what they look like. To me, it was like, oh yeah, hell yeah, these are kids, and they're playing this music. I love it. So it does. It adds to me. It adds a little bit more of a liking to them.
Well, I'll tell you what. You want to play one? Because Mark is faithfully watching and playing along here. And
Mark.
Mark,
One of my
Mark,
supporters.
yeah, that's right. So
Love Mark.
I've got a video queued up if you want to hear a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, let's play some Deity of Destruction. This is Hide Your Shame.
Oh,
And
I love that song.
here we go.
Hide
I
your
refuse.
shame.
Anger grows inside of
That was Deity of Destruction with Hide Your Shame.
Hide your shame.
Everyone,
right.
hide your shame. You
There's
should.
something that
She
is
still
not
has a
done
voice.
nearly enough on this show.
I have
She's
no
great.
shame to hide.
Harley's great. Harley's awesome.
I want to take a little shot for my friends out there. This is for you, to all the local bands out there that I support and that support me. I appreciate you.
To all the women he's been able to snap
Well,
flashing.
That's the next shot.
Oh, okay.
That's the tequila shot.
Sex, booze, and rock and roll right there from the man from Jam Magazine.
That's right.
Ooh, that's some good stuff.
It's like liquid dentine.
Do I get to take this home?
You talk to the lady over there.
I'm kidding. I got
Oh, yeah, I don't
got
drink
a bottle
it.
or two at home.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, duh.
Single. Hello.
I
I got a hot tub, too. Did you know that? Oh, you know that.
Oh,
Yeah, hello. I wanted to get a fucking invite when you moved into your house. Had a pool and a hot tub,
I know.
everything.
I have not had a party yet. I mean, I've had little parties.
Yeah, personal parties.
Yeah, a little party, just me and well, it was just me.
Just the one blonde. Just me and the one blonde.
Clean that water.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
It's nice.
What's great is when your date can work as a flotation device too. That's,
Yeah, I've dated a few of those. I know exactly what you mean.
Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, it's been awesome. I came to
so
you,
so
right?
what's the future of
I've
Jam
come to you-
Magazine?
I've
Where are you
come to you
going with
first.
it? Are you,
You
going to
know-
collaborate with Peanut Butter Magazine at some point? Or
Fuck, it could be done tomorrow for all I
Peanut butter
care.
and jam.
I have no idea, man. Like I said, I'm just living for the day. I'm not really planning on anything. Everybody keeps going, oh man, you ought to have an award show, or you ought to have this, or you ought to have that. I'm going, no, that's not for me. To me, Jam Magazine is whoever wants to come and, if you're good enough, if you're a decent writer, and if you're a great photographer, come join us, man, and come cover the scene, because we can't do it all.
True.
And we just want to promote. It's online. It's endless.
You know who did some fabulous fucking pictures for you?
who did some fabulous fucking pictures for him?
Louis Leverage.
Louis Leverage. I like Louis
He
Leverage.
did those pictures of In This Moment and
He did some great Rob Zombie
Rob
pictures.
Zombie.
Yeah.
That was that they were together that night, and his pictures, which I always love his pictures, but those were fucking awesome.
They are.
so
I'm very
colorful.
proud to have some really good photographers.
Yeah.
Fabian Castro, Joe Lester, Joseph De Leon. I like saying his name. Joseph De Leon.
De Leon.
Makes you feel classy.
Yeah, there's some great photographers. I've had people on staff that were 16 years old. I hired this girl who was 16 out of Manhattan. She called me, she emailed me, and then she goes, hey, and the email says, how do I join Jam? I said, call me. Thinking that's it. I'll never hear from
Yeah,
her again.
yeah.
Sure enough, 5 minutes later, she calls me, and it's like, hi, this is so-and-so. I said, how old are you? And she kind of hesitated. 16. I said, okay, where do you live? Manhattan. I said, okay. I said, what do you want to do? So, now she owns her own magazine. She's like 19.
Oh, nice.
She owns her own little teen music magazine, and she's doing recordings. Good for her, man. Maybe I
ass.
gave her a little push.
Yeah, and sometimes that's what they need.
Well, do you know what the difference is between jelly and jam?
No.
We
Well, I
can't
do.
jelly this metal up your ass.
No, but Jam today is what it is. It's just a music outlet. We have the social media, and we cover national. I like to cover the local bands. I'm pretty much done with the national bands. I mean, there's hardly a national band that I'm saying, oh, I'm going to go see Metallica at AT&T Stadium. Fuck that. I ain't going to go see anybody at AT&T Stadium.
It's not like they're going to get anywhere in their career anyway.
Yeah, I've seen them all. I've seen them back in '84 when I said they sucked.
Yep.
He
But,
has pictures with Ted Nugent with the naked chick on the stage. Where do you
There
go
has to
from
be
there?
a really good reason for
Where
me to
do
go
you
see a
go from
national
there?
band now. I'd rather go see, my friends or some local talent, that I haven't seen, at a club.
So I'm going to be moving up to Virginia for the next
really?
year.
Oh, I'm going to miss you.
Yeah.
You just might get an invite to the Mike and Insuaste hot tub before you leave.
Finally.
And of course, you're coming with her. So
Yeah, you're
move
invited to the
away.
hot tub while you're not here.
So now I got to go and investigate the fucking Virginia scene. It's really DC area, Maryland up there.
Right.
So
That'd be good.
God.
Is 930 Club still out there?
I don't know
Learn to
anything
use
about
public
that area.
transportation. I can tell you that right now. DC sucks.
And condoms. I'll tell you that right now.
No, but
That's just to
that's,
sit in the public transportation is you need condoms.
I mean, when I come back to town, I'll do shows or whatever because I'm going to commute back and forth. But it's only for a year. My son's up there, family, so he doesn't have anybody up there, and so I wanted to help
When are
him.
you leaving? When are you leaving?
In the middle of December.
Okay.
So
Wow,
this
that's
is
coming up.
probably the last show.
Oh my! Jam is taking up one of the
Yeah.
last spots.
I think
right.
this is
I
the
feel
last
honored.
show.
I feel so
finale.
honored.
Yeah.
The season finale
You
right
can see
here.
I'm honored, right? You can see the honor in my face. Me rolling my eyes back, I could almost see my ass.
Woo! So yeah, I got to go and check out that scene. I mean, might as well while I'm up there,
Yeah.
and we'll see. So
You never know. You might dig up
She,
something.
she lives and breathes metal. That's what she does.
Yeah, I do. But thank you
Seems
so
hard
much
on
for
the
coming
pillows.
in. It was great.
Yeah, thank you.
Love
Thank you for the
you.
invite. It's great.
Hey, I'll say it was an honor. Hey, I really got much respect for you and what you're doing out there and
the hair.
what you've brought.
The hair, fuck you.
What you've brought to the, what you brought to the
I get more
scene.
compliments from guys than I do from women. What the fuck's up with that? You know,
It's
I hear
jealous-
a guy says,
it's
"You got some
jealousy.
great hair." I just look at him like I'm not
and
gay.
he would like to plug
Hey,
Aquanet.
Okay. Somebody,
to thank, Aquanet.
somebody, and you'll see their name. I won't say their name right now. I
What's
could,
her name?
but it's
What's her name?
Soul.
Is it a girl or a guy?
Soul. And she said it's Pipi Lahore.
P.P. Lahore.
I think I know her.
That fucking made me laugh. Pipi Lahore.
Yeah, I've been called Pepe Le Pew forever. In some form or
Pepe
another.
Lahore. I love that. That was good.
See, out in the country, we call them two-tone kitties with a fluid drive.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I don't even want to know what that means.
That is a skunk.
Yeah, don't move to the city.
That's a two-tone kitty.
So,
with a
anyways, let's
fluid
end
drive.
this. Let's end it
Well, since this is the finale, possibly for at least a little while, I just want
for
to
a little while.
send a shout out to everybody that's been on the show.
We'll be back next week.
and it's been fun. And
Somehow,
since
someway.
I won't be on here to promote it anymore, Coilback will be playing January 19th at the Rail Club with Vivid and Vulgar and Wake the Fear.
So, Jam Magazine.
Send money.
Gig Whore. Awesome.
Yes, go check out the Gig Whore
Yeah,
group.
check out the Gig Whore. It's a great place for local bands to come and promote themselves. Let me
Yes.
promote you. Let me videotape you and invite me to your shows.
You're invited to the Coilback show on January 19th at the Rail with Vivid
He's our
and Vulgar.
whore.
Yeah, we all have.
It's
one.
my whore.
And see,
In case
here's
you didn't hear that. That's Coilback.
that's Coilback, spelled Coilback, can be found on Spotify,
That's C for
Rhapsody,
coil.
iTunes, and Wrecking Ball Talk when we're on the air.
Yeah.
And see, here's producer privilege. I have the Coilback video.
Wow.
From Lose
What a
Yourself
coincidence.
for the Vulgar Fest. So we're going to end with that because I can and nobody can stop me. All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up. So this is my band Coilback playing Lose Your Soul at Vulgar Fest. Thank you, Michael, for coming out and for everything
was a
you do
great
for the
interview.
bands
Thank
and
you.
stuff. And everybody go check out Jam Magazine. That we do have it linked on
And
our
Gig Whores.
and Gig Whores. They're classy whores, but they're still whores. All right. Bye, everybody.
They're classy.
Don't you